Hi. So it's not very late, but I'm tired already because I was tired when I woke up today because I wanted to have time to lift my weights and do my sprints before going to work, and I stayed up really late. It was a good week. I got a lot done, but last night it took me a long time to get things done, so I went to bed really late and I was tired, and that wouldn't be a big deal except Tuesday morning is the only morning I have to wake up early. I'm a lucky man the way my life's set up. Get to sleep pretty late most days, but I actually have to wake up and show up to Seafood Dave's class tomorrow, which is like one of the biggest highlights of my week. So it's definitely not something I want to miss, and I'd like to get enough sleep that I can get in a good kung fu practice later that afternoon before my evening kung fu class with Seafood John. So I'm going to try to get things done quick tonight. Tonight's video, I want to talk about something I was thinking about earlier today. This week I've probably gone by like 3 or 4 different hitchhikers, and today when I was leaving the gym I went by a hitchhiker, and it made me think about a long time ago when I first got here, like over 12 years ago. I didn't hitchhike very much because I'm a little bit too independent. I'm a little bit too much into self-sufficiency than probably is good for me. So I've always like kind of done things the hard way and been unreasonably stubborn and stuff. And so when I first got here, I didn't have hardly any money, and I didn't have a car, and I didn't have a job the first 6 weeks, and I just walked and walked and walked, and I walked so far, and I was 28 years old, and I was in really, really good shape compared to most people, so I could walk super far like this and it wasn't that big of a deal. And it was a beautiful island, and it's not like I had a lot of time commitments. My biggest issue at the time was mostly trying to stretch out what tiny bit of money I had as long as I possibly could with my enormous metabolism and huge appetite. So anyway, every now and then someone would stop and pick me up anyway, even though I wasn't hitchhiking. And then every now and then, for some reason, like I would have to be somewhere by a certain time, and I would hitchhike. And so when I did get a job and work real hard for a few months, and then get a piece of junk car that broke, and then worked longer for a few months until I could get like a $1,000 little Maui cruiser that actually would go for about a year before breaking down instead of breaking down right away like the first one I got. I had so much gratitude that I had like a car to use that I just picked up all these hitchhikers all the time, and that's not very much like me because I'm super super introverted and I don't really like meeting strangers or anything, but I don't know, like my gratitude for having a car at the time like overrode my extreme introvertedness, and I just felt like it was time to pay back. And so for my first couple years I did. I picked up a lot of hitchhikers, and then as you've been here longer and longer and get to know things and everything, I went to where the only hitchhikers I ever picked up were people I actually knew, like friends from work or friends from the gym or friends from kung fu or stuff like that. So today I was thinking, did I lose the gratitude? Am I just a jerk? And then it just hit me that the reason I don't pick people up is because I have such a huge, huge thing for alone time and personal space and stuff. It's I think most introverts could relate to this. It's like I recharge when I'm by myself, and when I'm around other people, it's like it drains me. It's not like that if I'm around like super super important people, like my little inner circle, like if I'm with my dad or my brother, or one of my sisters or my mom or one of my best friends, then it's really fun and I enjoy it. But with just normal run-of-the-mill people, I don't have that many super important people in my life, and I don't want to really. And I don't even want someone next to me. Like, I could pick up a hitchhiker and have them be quiet, but just having another person in the car, it's like, it drains me. It's like, that's alone time. That's recharge time. Like, I get to just let my thoughts go and be free and not have anyone around, and I enjoy that. It's good for my energy, and so then I ain't quite feel as bad about that. I don't know how many of you out there can relate to that, but I'm just putting it out there, letting you know that some people are this way, and that if you're this way too, there are others out there like you. So that's all I wanted to talk about tonight.